Have you ever felt a void that whispers truths no words can name? What if your soul once stood in the presence of eternity, choosing its earthly path? Can you hear the ancient call that echoes beyond the stars, summoning you to remember? What secrets lie hidden in the realms your spirit crossed before this life began? Dare you listen to the voice that knows the purpose of your every breath? In the silence of the infinite, a truth stirs, a journey of the spirit, woven into the fabric of divine will. A soul, a mere spark of celestial fire, stood in a realm where time held no dominion. Its essence, unbound by the chains of flesh or form. The air shimmered with the fragrance of sacred oils, a scent that spoke of altars untouched by mortal hands, their essence rising like a prayer to the heavens. A silent offering to the Creator. The atmosphere was heavy with a sacred stillness, as if the very fabric of eternity held its breath, waiting for the soul to step forward into its divine destiny. The light in this realm was not harsh, but a soft glow, like the first light of dawn, bathing the soul in a warmth that felt both ancient and eternal. A warmth that spoke of the Creator's unending love. This was no mere existence, it was a sacred preparation. A passage through 7 realms of holy light, each a step toward the earthly sojourn, each a threshold of divine revelation. As Jeremiah 1:5 proclaims, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I consecrated you." The soul knew its calling, a divine purpose etched into its being. A purpose that burned like a flame within its core, unquenchable, eternal, a flame that would guide it through every trial to come. Yet, to fulfill this purpose, it must traverse these realms, each one a sacred chamber where the soul would be shaped, refined, and prepared for the trials of the world below. Why do we feel lost in this world when our spirits once walked in the light of eternity? What keeps us from hearing the whispers of the divine that still linger in our hearts, calling us back to the truth of who we are? Have you ever paused in the midst of your daily struggles and felt a longing for something greater? Something you cannot name, but know in the depths of your being? What if this longing is not a mere feeling, but a sacred echo of the moment your soul stood in this realm, ready to embark on a journey that would span the ages? The soul stood at the threshold, its light trembling with anticipation, ready to embark on a journey that would bridge the eternal and the temporal, the divine and the human. A journey that would lead it to rediscover its true essence. The journey began with a call, a resonance that vibrated through the cosmos, as if the Creator himself spoke to the soul's core, his voice a melody that transcended all understanding. The voice was gentle yet unyielding, a sound like the rushing of many waters, yet as soft as a whisper in the stillness of dawn. As Isaiah 55:3 declares, "Incline your ear and come to me, hear, that your soul may live." It was an invitation, not a command, a melody that stirred the soul to choose the path of incarnation, a song that wove through the fabric of eternity, calling the soul to awaken to its purpose. The air around the soul pulsed with a golden warmth, as if the stars themselves sang in harmony, their light weaving a tapestry of divine intent, each ray a thread in the Creator's grand design. The realm seemed to shimmer with 1,000 colors, each one a reflection of the Creator's glory, a spectrum of light that spoke of the beauty of creation, the beauty of the soul's journey. The soul felt the weight of its freedom, the power to accept or decline, yet it chose to descend, to live, to grow, to love, to experience the fullness of human existence with all its joys and sorrows. What if the longing you feel is the echo of this call, still stirring within your heart? A remnant of the moment your soul answered the Creator's invitation. Have you ever paused in a moment of stillness and felt a presence you cannot name? A warmth that seems to come from beyond the veil of this world? What if the restlessness you feel in your daily life, the yearning for meaning, is a sacred reminder of this moment? A moment when your soul chose to step into the divine plan? The soul stepped into the first realm, its light pulsing with the promise of a divine plan, its essence trembling with the anticipation of what lay ahead, its being filled with a sacred resolve. The realm was vast, an expanse of light that stretched into infinity, where every particle of existence seemed to hum with the Creator's love, a love that was both fierce and tender, a love that would guide the soul through every trial to come. The air was filled with a subtle music, a harmony that seemed to come from the heart of eternity, a song that spoke of the unity of all things, the interconnectedness of every soul, every life, every moment in the divine tapestry. The soul felt the Creator's presence like a warm embrace, a reassurance that it was not alone, that it would never be alone, even in the darkest moments of its earthly journey, a presence that would be its guide and its strength. What if the restlessness you feel is not a burden, but a sacred reminder of the call that set your soul on this path, a call that still echoes in the depths of your being, urging you to awaken to your true purpose? Have you ever felt a moment of peace so profound, a moment of clarity so deep, that it seemed to come from a place beyond this world, a place where your soul once stood in the light of eternity? The soul moved forward, its light steady, its purpose clear, ready to face the revelations of the realms that awaited. Each one a step closer to the fulfillment of its divine destiny, each one a step toward the rediscovery of its eternal essence. In the second realm, the soul faced a vast expanse of shimmering truth, a mirror that reflected not its form but its eternal history, a reflection that spanned the ages of its existence across countless lifetimes. Every choice, every act, every ripple of impact from past existences glowed in the light of divine clarity, their colors shifting like a celestial prism, each hue a testament to the soul's journey through the ages. The soul saw moments of compassion where it had lifted another spirit, the warmth of that act radiating like a beacon, a light that pierced the shadows of eternity, a light that spoke of the power of love. It also saw moments of sorrow, where it had caused pain, the shadows of those choices lingering like a mournful wind, their echoes reverberating through the realm with a haunting resonance, a reminder of the weight of every action. There was no condemnation here, only understanding. As Psalm 51:6 reminds us, "Behold, so you delight in truth in the inward being, and you teach me wisdom in the secret heart." The soul felt the joy it had given, a sensation like the blooming of a sacred flower, its petals unfurling in the light of divine love, each one a testament to the power of compassion, each one a moment of eternal grace. It also felt the wounds it had inflicted, a heaviness that pressed against its light, a reminder of the responsibility that comes with the freedom to choose, a weight that called the soul to greater wisdom, to deeper love. The mirror shimmered with 1,000 scenes, each one a lesson, each one a moment of growth, each one a thread in the tapestry of the soul's eternal journey. A tapestry woven by the Creator's hand with infinite care. The soul saw a moment where it had offered kindness to a stranger, the light of that act rippling outward, touching lives it would never know, a chain of grace that stretched across lifetimes, a chain that bound hearts together in love. It saw a moment of betrayal, where it had turned away from love, the pain of that choice echoing like a storm, a reminder of the power of every decision, the weight of every word, the impact of every choice on the eternal tapestry. The mirror showed the soul a moment of sacrifice, where it had given up its own desires to help another, the light of that act glowing like a star, a beacon that illuminated the realm, a testament to the power of selflessness. It also showed a moment of pride, where the soul had turned away from humility, the shadow of that choice lingering like a dark cloud, a reminder of the need for humility, the need to walk in the Creator's light with a heart of service. The soul understood that every action was a lesson, a step toward growth, a thread in the eternal tapestry of existence, a tapestry that the Creator wove with infinite care, each thread a moment of divine purpose. If you could see the impact of your life now, what would you seek to heal? What wounds would you mend with the balm of forgiveness and love? What acts of grace would you offer to restore what was broken? What wounds have you caused that still cry out for your mercy? What acts of love could you offer to heal the pain you have inflicted on others, to heal the pain you have inflicted on yourself? Have you ever felt a pang of guilt, a whisper of regret that seemed to come from a place beyond this life? A memory of a choice you made long ago, a choice that still echoes in the depths of your soul? What if the guilt you carry, the shame you feel, is not a burden to bear, but a call to heal, a call to love, a call to step into the light of forgiveness, both for others and for yourself? With this wisdom, the soul moved forward, its essence lighter, ready to mend what was broken. Its light now softened by the grace of understanding. It's being filled with a renewed sense of purpose. The realm faded behind it, but the lessons remain, etched into the soul's essence. A guide for the journey that lay ahead, a reminder of the power of every choice, every act, every moment, a reminder of the Creator's call to love. The third realm was a sanctuary of radiant warmth, where beings of pure light awaited. Their presence a balm to the soul's core, a comfort that transcended all understanding, a peace that filled the soul with hope. These were the eternal guardians, wise spirits who had guided the soul through countless lifetimes. Their voices a chorus of compassion that echoed through the realm, a song of love and wisdom that resonated with the soul's deepest essence. Their light shimmered like 1,000 dawns, each hue a testament to their boundless love. A love that had watched over the soul through every trial, every triumph, every moment of its existence. A love that would never fade. The air was filled with a soft glow, a light that seemed to dance with the guardian's presence, each ray a reflection of their wisdom, their compassion, their eternal commitment to the soul's journey. As Hebrews 12:21 assures, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." The guardians gathered around the soul, their presence like a warm embrace, their light weaving a cocoon of peace around it, a sanctuary where the soul could rest, reflect, and prepare for the journey ahead. Together, they reviewed the soul's journey, not to judge, but to plan the lessons yet to be learned, the wounds yet to be healed, the gifts yet to be shared with the world below. Each moment a sacred step toward eternity. The soul saw the trials it had faced in past lives, moments of pain that had shaped its light, moments of joy that had expanded its essence, each one a part of the Creator's plan, each one a moment of divine growth. It saw the relationships it had formed, the souls it had loved, the souls it had hurt, each one a teacher, each one a mirror, each one a part of its sacred journey, a journey of learning, of healing, of love. The guardian showed the soul a moment of deep sorrow, where it had lost a loved one, the pain of that loss a refining fire, a fire that had taught the soul the depth of love, the power of connection, the beauty of reunion. They also showed a moment of triumph, where the soul had overcome a great challenge, the light of that victory glowing like a star, a testament to the soul's resilience, its faith, its trust in the Creator's plan. The guardians spoke in tones that resonated with the soul's core, their words a melody of guidance, a song that spoke of the challenges to come, the lessons to be learned, the love to be shared, the light to be shown. The soul chose its challenges, its companions, its trials, all with the clarity of divine love. Each decision a sacred pact sealed in the light of eternity, a promise to grow, to heal, to shine, to love with all its being. Who walks beside you now? Unseen, guiding your steps through the shadows of this life. Their presence a whisper in the stillness of your heart, a whisper that speaks of love, of guidance, of eternity. Have you ever felt a gentle nudge, a whisper of intuition, that led you to a path you did not expect? A path that felt both unfamiliar and deeply right. A path that led you closer to your true purpose? What if the people in your life, the ones who challenge you, the ones who love you, were chosen by your soul long ago to help you grow, to help you remember, to help you shine in the Creator's light? With their counsel, the soul stepped into the next realm, its purpose burning brighter, its light now a flame that could not be dimmed, its essence filled with a renewed sense of destiny, a destiny written in the stars. The guardians watched as the soul moved forward, their light following it like a trail of stars. A reminder that it would never walk alone, that it was always held in the Creator's love. A love that would guide it through every trial. In the fourth realm, a fire of holy light revealed the soul's sacred mission, the purpose it would carry into the world, a purpose that would define its earthly journey, a purpose that would touch countless lives. The flames danced, their warmth a living presence, revealing visions of the life to come, a life of service, of creation, of awakening, a life that would be a testament to the Creator's love, a life that would shine with divine light. The fire was not a blaze that consumed, but a light that nurtured, its glow illuminating the path the soul would walk, a path of both trial and triumph, of pain and joy, of darkness and light, a path of eternal growth. The air around the flames shimmered with a golden hue, as if the very essence of the Creator's glory had taken form, a glory that filled the realm with a sacred energy, an energy that spoke of the soul's divine calling. It was not a burden, but a calling. As Ephesians 2:10 declares, "For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them." The soul saw its path, perhaps to heal the broken with hands of compassion, to speak truth in a world of shadows, to create beauty that would awaken hearts, or to guide others to the light of the Creator's love. The flames showed the soul a vision of a child it would one day comfort, its touch a balm to the child's wounded heart, a moment of love that would ripple outward, touching lives across generations, a moment of eternal grace. They showed a vision of a moment of courage, where the soul would stand firm in the face of darkness, its light a beacon for others, a testament to the power of faith, the power of love, the power of the Creator's presence. The soul chose with joy, its light flaring with the intensity of its resolve, its essence alight with the fire of divine purpose, a fire that would guide it through the darkest nights of its earthly sojourn, a fire that would never fade. The flames whispered to the soul, their voices a chorus of encouragement, reminding it that this purpose was not a weight to bear, but a gift to share, a light to shine in the world, a light to awaken others to the Creator's love. The soul saw visions of the lives it would touch, the hearts it would heal, the beauty it would create, each one a testament to the Creator's plan, each one a step toward eternity, each one a moment of divine purpose. This purpose was a flame that would guide it through the darkness of the earthly realm, a spark that no trial could extinguish, a beacon that would shine through the ages, a light that would never dim, a light that would lead others home. What stirs within your heart, calling you to rise beyond the mundane, to step into the fullness of who you were created to be, to shine with the light of the Creator's love? What dreams have you buried that still whisper your true calling, their voices echoing through the chambers of your soul, urging you to awaken to your divine purpose? Have you ever felt a passion so deep, a longing so profound, that it seemed to come from a place beyond this life, a place of eternal light, a place where your soul once stood in the presence of the Creator? The soul embraced its mission, its light now a beacon, ready for the journey ahead, its essence alight with the fire of divine purpose, its being filled with a sacred determination, a determination to shine, to love, to grow. The realm of fire faded, but the flame remained, burning within the soul, a constant reminder of the calling it had chosen, a light that would guide it through every trial to come, a light that would lead it back to the Creator's embrace. The air shimmered with golden motes, like embers of a celestial fire, as the soul stood in a grove of eternal peace, a sanctuary where time itself seemed to bow in reverence, a place of sacred stillness and divine presence. The scent of frankincense and myrrh wove through the space, sharp yet soothing, a fragrance that spoke of ancient rites and sacred promises, their essence lingering like a memory of divine worship, a memory of the Creator's eternal love. The grove was alive with a quiet energy, the leaves above glowing with a soft luminescence, their light casting patterns of gold and silver on the ground below, a dance of celestial beauty, a dance that spoke of the Creator's glory, a soft hum, like the chant of unseen voices, resonated through the ground, stirring the soul's essence with a sense of belonging. Each note a thread in the song of creation, a melody that spoke of the Creator's love, a love that bound all things together. The light pulsed, warm and alive, wrapping the soul in a sensation of being known, cherished, and eternal. Its glow a testament to the Creator's unending love, a love that would never fade, a love that would guide the soul through every trial. Each step felt like a dance through a sea of stars, weightless yet heavy with the weight of divine destiny, the soul's essence merging with the light around it, becoming one with the eternal, becoming one with the Creator's presence. The air was filled with a subtle music, a harmony that seemed to come from the heart of creation, a song that spoke of the unity of all things, the interconnectedness of every soul, every life, every moment in the divine tapestry of existence. The soul felt the presence of other souls, unseen but near, their lights weaving through the grove, a reminder that it was part of a greater whole, a tapestry of divine light that spanned the ages, a tapestry that the Creator wove with infinite care. The grove seemed to whisper to the soul, its energy a gentle caress, a reminder of the Creator's promise to be with it always, a promise that filled the soul with peace, with hope, with a deep and abiding love. What if the purpose you seek is not lost, but waiting within you to be unveiled? A flame that has been burning since before time began, a flame that can never be extinguished by the trials of this world. Have you ever felt a moment of clarity, a glimpse of your true path that seemed to come from beyond yourself, a whisper from the eternal realm, a whisper that speaks of your divine purpose? What if the beauty you see in the world, the love you feel in your heart, is a reflection of the light you carry through these realms, a light that still shines within you, waiting to be awakened? Have you ever stood in nature, felt the wind on your skin, heard the rustle of leaves, and felt a connection to something greater? A connection to the Creator's love, a connection to the light you once knew in the sacred grove? In the fifth realm, the soul gazed upon a tapestry of destinies, bodies, families, and worlds, each a vessel for its mission, each a thread in the Creator's grand design, each a sacred instrument for the soul's growth. The tapestry shimmered with threads of light, each one a life the soul could choose, each one a story waiting to be woven into the fabric of eternity, a story that would echo through the ages, a story that would shine with divine light. The soul saw a body marked by frailty, a vessel that would teach it patience, a form that would shape its light through the trials of limitation, a sacred instrument for growth, a body that would be both a challenge and a gift. It saw a family bound by struggle, a lineage that would challenge its heart, a home that would refine its love through the fires of conflict and reconciliation, a crucible of divine purpose, a place where the soul would learn to love unconditionally. It saw a world steeped in chaos, a realm where shadows and light waged an endless dance, a place where the soul would learn to shine, to stand firm, to love even in the face of darkness, a world that would test its light but also allow it to grow. The tapestry glowed with 1,000 possibilities, each one a path, each one a lesson, each one a chance to shine, to heal, to create, to awaken others to the light of the Creator, each one a sacred step toward eternity. It chose not for ease but for growth, as Romans 8:28 assures. And we know that for those who love God, that all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose. The soul understood that pain was not punishment, but a catalyst, that every challenge was a step toward light, a refining fire that would shape its essence for eternity, a fire that would purify its love, a fire that would prepare it for the Creator's embrace. It saw the faces of those it would meet, the souls it would love, the souls it would hurt, each one a teacher, each one a mirror, each one a part of its sacred journey, a journey of learning, of healing, of love, a journey of rediscovery. The soul saw a vision of a mother it would one day comfort, her tears falling like rain, the soul's presence a balm to her sorrow, a moment of love that would heal her heart, a moment that would ripple outward through generations. It saw a vision of a child it would one day teach, the child's eyes wide with wonder, the soul's words a seed of light, a seed that would grow into a life of purpose, a life that would shine with the Creator's love. The soul chose with clarity, its light steady, its resolve firm, knowing that every trial, every growing, every moment of its chosen life would be a step toward the fulfillment of its divine purpose, a purpose that would lead it back to the light. Why do you resist the circumstances of your life when they were chosen to shape your spirit, to refine your light, to prepare you for eternity, to make you a vessel of the Creator's love? What lessons have you yet to learn from the trials you face? What wisdom have you yet to gain from the struggles you endure? What love have you yet to share with those around you? Have you ever looked at your life and wondered why you were born into this family, this body, this world, only to realize that every detail was chosen for a purpose that is unfolding even now with courage? The soul stepped forward, ready to embody the vessel it had chosen, its light steady with the resolve to fulfill its sacred purpose, its essence filled with a divine determination, a determination to shine no matter the cost. The tapestry faded, but the choice remained, a sacred pact that would guide the soul through the trials of the world below, a promise to shine, to love, to grow, a promise to be a light in the darkness, a light that would lead others home. The sixth realm was a veil of glowing mist, a threshold that separated eternity from the temporal, a boundary between the divine and the human, the eternal and the fleeting, a passage that would mark the soul's transition into the world below. The mist swirled with a silvery light, its touch cool yet comforting, as if it held the secrets of the ages within its embrace, a repository of divine wisdom waiting to be unveiled, a repository that the soul would one day rediscover. The air was filled with a gentle hum, a resonance that seemed to come from the heart of eternity, a sound that spoke of the Creator's presence, a sound that reassured the soul that it would never be truly separated from the divine. As the soul approached, it felt the weight of its memories. Every lesson, every choice began to fade into the mist, like whispers carried away on a celestial wind, their echoes lingering in the stillness, a reminder of the light it had known. The veil was not a barrier, but a passage, a sacred crossing that would allow the soul to experience the fullness of human life, to learn, to grow, to love in the face of uncertainty, to rediscover its purpose through the trials of the world. This was the veil of forgetting. As Ecclesiastes 1:11 states, "There is no remembrance of former things, nor will there be any remembrance of later things yet to be among those who come after." The soul chose to cross, knowing that forgetting was not lost but a gift, allowing the human experience to be real, raw, and transformative, a journey of rediscovery, a path to awakening, a path that would lead it back to the light. Through the mist, it felt a pang of longing, a whisper of its celestial home, a homesickness for a place it could no longer name. Yet it trusted that traces of truth would linger, that the Creator's light would guide it even in the darkness. Those truths would remain in dreams, in intuitions, in the quiet moments of the heart, where the soul would hear the whispers of eternity, the echoes of the light it had once known, the echoes of the Creator's love that had never left it. The mist seemed to shimmer with 1,000 memories, each one fading into the light, each one a reminder of the soul's journey, a reminder of the purpose it carried, a reminder of the love that would guide it through the trials to come. The soul felt the Creator's presence in the mist, a gentle touch, a whisper of reassurance, a promise that even in forgetting, the soul would never be truly alone, that the Creator's light would always be there, waiting to be rediscovered. What echoes of the divine stir within you? Even now, in the quiet moments when the world falls silent and your heart listens to the whispers of eternity, the whispers of the Creator's love, have you ever woken from a dream that felt more real than the waking world? A glimpse of your eternal home, a memory of the light you once knew, a memory that fills you with a longing for something greater? What if the longing you feel, The sense that there is more to this life. Is your soul remembering the journey it took through these realms? A journey that led you to this very moment. A journey that is still unfolding. The soul stepped through the veil, its light dimmed but not extinguished, its purpose hidden but not lost, its essence ready to begin the sacred journey of human life, a journey that would lead it back to the light from which it came. The realm of the veil faded, but the longing remained, a quiet ache that would guide the soul through the trials of the world below, a reminder of the home it would one day return to, a reminder of the Creator's eternal love. The seventh realm was a vast expanse of light, a threshold where the soul stood on the edge of incarnation, a place where the eternal met the temporal in a sacred embrace, a place where the soul would take its final step into the world below. The light was blinding, yet gentle, a radiance that filled the soul with peace, as if it were standing in the very presence of the Creator, bathed in the glow of His unending love, a love that would guide it through every trial to come. The air was filled with a soft hum, a resonance that seemed to come from the heart of creation, a song that spoke of the Creator's promise to be with the soul through every trial, every joy, every moment, a promise that filled the soul with hope. A voice, both gentle and mighty, spoke, "I am with you always, to the end of the age." Matthew 28:20. A promise that echoed through the realm, a reassurance that the soul would never be alone, that the Creator's presence would always be near. The soul, once boundless, entered a fragile body, its memories veiled, its purpose hidden but not lost, its light now a spark within the confines of flesh, a spark that would one day blaze again, a spark that would shine with divine light. It took its first breath, the world greeting it with warmth and cold, with love and struggle, with the promise of rediscovery. Each sensation a reminder of the sacred journey it had chosen. Each sensation a step toward awakening. The air of the earthly realm was sharp, filled with the scent of earth and life, a stark contrast to the celestial fragrances of the realms above. Yet it carried a beauty of its own, a beauty born of the Creator's hand, a beauty that spoke of His love. The soul felt the weight of its new form, the fragility of its body, the limitations of its mind. Yet it also felt the spark within, the light that would guide it through the darkness of the world below, the light that would lead it back to eternity. The world was a tapestry of chaos and beauty, a place where the soul would learn to shine, to love, to grow, a place where it would face trials that would test its resolve, joys that would expand its heart, and moments of grace that would remind it of its origin. The soul's first cry echoed through the world, a sound that marked the beginning of its earthly sojourn, a sound that carried within it the echo of its celestial origins, a sound that spoke of hope, of love, of purpose, a sound that would resonate through the ages. The soul felt the touch of its mother's hands, the warmth of her embrace, the love in her eyes, a love that mirrored the Creator's love, a love that would be the soul's first lesson in the world below, a love that would shape its journey. If you chose this life with eternal wisdom, what fear can hold you back now? What doubt can keep you from stepping into the fullness of your divine purpose? From shining with the light of the Creator's love? What keeps you from trusting the divine plan that guides your every step? A plan that was written in the stars before you took your first breath. A plan that is unfolding even now in every moment of your life. Have you ever felt a moment of courage, a surge of strength, that seemed to come from a place beyond yourself, a reminder of the choice your soul made in this sacred realm? A choice to shine, to love, to grow? The soul began its journey, its light hidden but ever present, its purpose a whisper in the depths of its being, a whisper that would grow louder with every step, every trial, every moment of love, a whisper that would lead it back to the light. The world below was a place of both shadow and light, a place where the soul would learn to shine, to love, to grow, a place where it would rediscover the divine within, a place where it would find its way home, a place where it would fulfill its sacred purpose. The soul, now walking the earth, carried its purpose as a distant spark, ever present beneath the veil of human experience. A light that could never be fully extinguished. A light that would guide it through every trial, every moment. Every challenge was an invitation to remember. Every twasquadu, a whisper of its origin. As Philippians 2:12-13 urges, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is boss who works in you, both to will and to work for his good pleasure. In the laughter of a child, the soul heard the echo of celestial joy, a reminder of the light it had once known, a light that still shone within, waiting to be awakened, a light that spoke of the Creator's eternal love. In the beauty of a dawn, the soul saw the reflection of the realms it had crossed, the golden light of the Creator's love, a love that had never left it, a love that would guide it home, a love that would be its strength through every trial. In the ache of a wounded heart, the soul felt the weight of its humanity, yet it also felt the spark within, the light that would lead it through the darkness, the purpose that would give meaning to every pain, the love that would heal every wound. The soul walked through the world, its steps guided by an unseen hand, its heart attuned to the whispers of eternity, whispers that spoke of a love that never fades, a purpose that never wavers, a luik that never dims, a law that is eternal. It was never alone, for the Creator's light guided every step, a light that no darkness could overcome, a presence that whispered in every silence, every pain, every triumph, a presence that was eternal, unchanging, divine, a presence that filled the soul with hope. The soul encountered others on its journey, souls it had chosen to meet, some who would love it, some who would challenge it, each one a teacher, each one a mirror, each one a part of its sacred path, a path that would lead it back to the light. It faced trials that tested its resolve, moments of darkness that threatened to extinguish its light. Yet in each trial, it found a spark of grace, a reminder of the Creator's promise, a light that led it forward, a light that reminded it of its purpose. The soul met a stranger in need, its heart stirred by compassion, its hands reaching out to help, a moment of love that mirrored the Creator's love, a moment that reminded the soul of the purpose it had chosen, the purpose to shine, to heal, to love. It faced a moment of betrayal, the pain cutting deep, yet in that pain, the soul found forgiveness, a forgiveness that freed it from the chains of resentment, a forgiveness that allowed its light to shine brighter, a forgiveness that reflected the Creator's mercy. What if every trial you face is a call to awaken the divine spark within you? A spark that has been burning since before time began. A spark that can never be extinguished by the darkness of this world. Have you ever felt a moment of inexplicable peace? A reminder that you are never truly lost, that you are always held in the Creator's chim, no matter how far you wander, no matter how deep the darkness seems? What if the people in your life, the ones who hurt you, the ones who heal you, are part of a divine plan, a plan your soul chose to help you grow, to help you shine, to help you love more deeply, to help you find your way home? The soul continued its journey, its light growing brighter with every step, its purpose becoming clearer with every trial, its love deepening with every moment of grace, its essence becoming more and more aligned with the Creator's light. The world below was a place of both shadow and light, a place where the soul would learn to shine, to love, to grow, a place where it would rediscover the divine within, a place where it would find its way home, a place where it would fulfill its sacred destiny. This journey teaches us to trust in the Creator's plan, even when the path is shrouded in shadow, even when the way forward seems unclear, even when the trials of this world seem too heavy to bear. As Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Live with courage, knowing that struggles are not punishments, but opportunities to grow closer to the divine. Each one a refining fire that purifies the soul, a fire that prepares it for eternity, a fire that makes it shine with the Creator's light. Forgive those who challenge you, for they are part of your soul's sacred plan. Their roles chosen in the light of eternity to help you grow, to help you shine, to help you love more deeply, to help you find your way back to the Creator's embrace. Seek silence, for in it you hear the whispers of eternity calling you home, a voice that speaks of a love that never fades, a purpose that never wavers, a light that never dims, a light that is the Creator's love, a light that is your true home. Above all, remember that you are a spark of divine light, chosen before time to shine in this world, a light that can illuminate even the darkest of paths, a light that can never be extinguished, a light that reflects the Creator's glory, a light that is eternal. What will you do with the light that has been entrusted to you? The light that you carried through the realms of eternity, the light that still burns within you, the light that can change the world around you? How will you honor the sacred journey that your soul has chosen to walk? A journey that began in the light of eternity and will lead you back to that same light. A journey that is unfolding even now in every moment of your life. Have you ever felt a moment of purpose, a surge of love that seemed to come from a place beyond this world? A reminder of the divine spark that you carry within. A reminder of the Creator's love that guides your every step. The soul's journey is our journey, a journey of awakening, of rediscovery, of love. A journey that reminds us that we are never alone, that we are always held in the Creator's light, that we are always called to shine, to love, to grow. Let us walk this path with faith, with love, with courage, knowing that every step brings us closer to the light from which we came, the light to which we will return, the light that is our true home, the light that is the Creator's eternal love.